Okay, so I had to do this. I've done turns 8, 9, and 10. Just kind of on my own due to just some timing and stuff like that. It makes it really hard to get all the videos down. But there's been a drastic change in the way things are going. The current score is 53 to the British to 44. Burgoyne got in. Um, the Continentals did delay it by using their somebody blender to token. Thought it was building up a good defense, but it did not stick at all. So as you can see, Burgoyne's doing pretty good here. Um, it's got a few um, units, few things going on here. It's looking pretty good. They did take over the Tall River. And then we've got the northern, and here's the fun part right here. We've got, oh, you know what? Oh, good. There is a unit there. So okay. So we've got a few units here. Get this guy back up here. Okay. Okay. So as I was saying, we have Burgoynes took over the Tall River. Um, so that extra 1 point they're not getting. They are still getting the 1.4 having control of either Montreal St. John's or that other one. So, but what's really, we've had a lot of units die. They had some units up here. Burgoyne had a small force. It was the Indians plus 5 units, so there's 13, and then there was a 10, so that was kind of 100%. But he used a few things, ended up with a bloodbath. Um, so, um, we had an RN unit, Navy unit helping out. We had a bloodbath, so they lost 10. The Defender, which was the Continentals, lost all their units, so that was 10 factors. But in a bloodbath, the attacker has to lose the same amount as the defender, so that was a 10. So that was just a freaking bloodbath that got rid of quite a few units. So that didn't adjust the score very much. Um, the one interesting thing is that the British did use Continental. What can I think? Did use the rally chit heroes and chit. So they were able to bring out 2 of their units out of the from the Deadpool, which actually took away from the points, or 1 unit, not 2, 1 unit. So that worked out. Kind of interesting with the heroism units. You're There's certain times you can use them and certain times you can't. I kind of went with the rule is if it's a beneficial for that player, they can use it for that time. It just makes it easier playing solo. So, but kind of the interesting point that's going on here that we've got is we've got Carleton moving in on both Montreal and St. John's. So depending on how the chits go, since it's being a chit pool game, depending on how the activation goes, will be very interesting. I've got 3 turns left. I do plan on filming the last 3 turns completely, but I wanted to give you an update. I've got some other games that I want to get playing, so just timing wise, I needed to get this one in. So I'm just kind of looking. But I wanted to give an update on how things are going on this. Um, there was, we had units. We had, let's see here, we had 12 factors of the northern here. Came in, took it, and it was a defender catastrophe. So those got eliminated. And we could advance 2 hexes. So we just moved. We moved in there to there. So this one basically there, and all 3 of these units up here were really working on it. Actually utilize it. So all of these 3 right here were in the attack. When I took over Charles River, I just did this. Roll had another defender catastrophe, so that added more points. So right now the British are ahead. Depending on how the die roll goes, hopefully, there's honestly only one more. Yeah, there's only one more unit left to be put on the board, and it's a German mercenary. So, um, which is weird because I don't see any other any other things. So, but it's going to go on this next turn. So, which is turn 11. So we've got 3 more turns. Let's see how this ends up. Right now Montreal is such a big the victory points for control at the end of the game does make a difference. Um, so if America can hold on to Montreal, or the Continentals can hold on to Montreal, St. John's, that's 7 points. If they lost Trois River, and I just don't see them taking it back. I see them running back the Northern Army. I see them coming back down to St. John's and Montreal. That's kind of the hope, the idea. I was hoping to get them back. Keep fat fingers, and I keep getting those. So hopefully we'll get them back to there. And so hopefully they can keep these 2 units. Those are 2 of the biggest, Montreal and St. John's. Trois Rivers 3. Quebec was 7, which we never did end up taking. The British really want to get down to Fort Ticonderoga. If they can, that's a additional 600 point. That's at the end of the game. And then if they can get Ticonderoga, they'll get 1 point per turn. I don't see that happening. There may be one last gasp on them to do that, but I don't see it happening. So hopefully we'll get it. I'll record the last 3 turns and the turn play, and we'll go from there. I do have to do one quick roll here. I have one of Arnold's units that's out of supply, and it's fine. So I didn't get a 6, so it stays. I did kind of bring. This is the only Arnold unit that's left, and so what I did was I'm bringing it back towards Fort Western, so that way it can kind of protect. Because if the British wanted to, they could come down here. It's taken me 3 or 4 turns to do it, so I just don't see it happening. But they could get 2 extra bonus points at the end of the game. So we'll see how things go. This really wasn't a draw for the done. There's a draw, marginal, glorious, and epic. Historically speaking, everything, to me, it was a epic fail for the Continentals, because everything they had gained north of Canada, so north of this line here, all the way up through, they had lost by the end of October of 676. October, it's by the end of October 76, because the Continentals needed to pull their units and started facing the British in the 13 colonies that were apart. So anyways, going on. So just wanted to give an update on that one. So like I said, I will play the last 3 turns. I'll try to video the last 3 turns. I see a lot of fighting, a lot of retreating going on. Trying to hold Montreal, trying to hold St. John's, and then moving back. If the British ever do get into the lower half, the U.S. has militia to put in. So okay. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.